You got two dudes who are willing to put it all on the line and get each other out of there quick, man. The only difference is there's a little bit of a size discrepancy between these guys, right? Let me see. 73-inch reach for Torres, 70 for Motta. And if we're looking at height, we're looking at 5'9", 5'10". Okay, kind of similar. For whatever reason, Manuel Torres, when you look at him, even on TV, he just looks big. He looks really big. And Motta looks really not big, but maybe it's because he fought Cameron Van Camp in his last fight, and that dude's huge. So, I mean, what is your impression of this matchup? Striker versus striker? Is it deeper than that? What do you think?
I think it's dog versus dog, Derek, in this one, man. I'm excited for this fight, and I agree with you. Manuel Torres looks bigger, looks longer on screen, when he's fighting, because I think he fights that kind of way, man. He's a little more lanky. He has the reach. He knows how to use his distance. Whereas Motta, man, this dude's basically a pit bull. Big neck, big shoulders. He's going to get in there and scrap. And that's why we love this fight, bro. This one is going to be fireworks. If this one goes to a decision, Derek, we are going to have to go out in the parking lot and scrap, because this is a fun fight right here, brother. There's no way I see this one going to a decision. I mean, you can see the props right there. I guess the submission and the decision are a little bit, similar at least, but man, this one has had me literally all day just staring at my phone watching fights, just because it's exciting, bro. Both of these dudes come to bring it every single fight. I don't see too many backward steps taken unless somebody's wobbled. What do you think, Derek?
Yeah, I think that going back to the reason why I think Manuel Torres looks so big is because he has a very upright stance, very tall in his fight stance, right? He's not put Mike Tyson style like Motta, tall, and he knows how to stick those shots. He has that classic, like Irene Aldana, like you were mentioning, who was it, Cormier, that was talking about the L that she does on her hooks. He does the same thing. You want to throw a nice, crispy, fundamental technical hook, it's that L shape, straight line, boom, you come straight over. It's not this big, long, all the way. It's never going to get there, right? Torres, the way he pieced apart, you have to admit, Frank Camacho is not in the prime of his career anymore, right? So it's not the most impressive victory in the world, but to finish Frank Camacho the way that he did, I thought that was pretty damn impressive, right? So the question is going to become, if this is fire versus fire, both of these dudes punch with an explosiveness that is almost unmatched. So is it a matter of just like who lands first? Are they going to open up and trade, or are we going to see the thing that we hate to see, but two very exciting prospects who respect each other's power too much? So then they just have a little out at distance war. What do you think?
I don't think Motta is going to take a backward step here at all, Derek. I think Motta, as much as he might respect the power, I think he's going to fear the counter-striking of Torres a little bit. So if there's any hesitancy going into that, it's right there. Absolutely, Torres is scared of the power of Motta. Everybody should be in the lightweight division because, like I said, this is a pit bull in there, and he throws everything from the hip with bad intention. So do I think we're going to end up in a kind of point-style Stephen Thompson-esque fight? I don't think so, Derek. I just don't think that's why I said dog versus dog. I don't think that's in either of these guys when the punches get thrown. Maybe that's what the coaches are going to be shouting from the side. But when you're in there, you're locked in there with another dude trying to take your head off, sometimes it's hard to not try to give him that exact same thing right back.
You know what, man? I'm going to tell you this much. I think that I'm a big fan of Nikolas Motta. When he came on Dana White Contender Series, I was like, this dude is going to be a star, right? But the one thing that really gives me pause about this matchup is exactly what you just mentioned. Do you remember how he got clipped against Jim Miller, right? Why do you get clipped? It's because you're so willing to bite down on the mouthpiece and go, you get caught in one of those big, long combinations. And Manuel Torres is a guy who really does strike me as being able to hit you with that nice counter, time it perfectly, and give you the right amount of pop, get you out of there. So I think if they're going to go straight tit for tat, no takedowns, because both of these guys got a 0 takedown average in the UFC. Like, if they're going to go straight tit for tat striking matchup, man, I think that this will be a barn burner back and forth. But I think Torres will reign supreme simply because he is, in fight style, from what I've seen, even in his older fights, just a touch more composed within himself. He won't let himself get out of his comfort zone in terms of overextending crazy wild combinations. Everything is really tight, really crisp, and boom, point A to point B. Anything else on this one, or do you want to go on to picks?
I'm just excited to see the Torres 1-2 come down the pipe while Motta is literally pushing forward, bro, because that's going to be a key right here. Yeah, the left hook is scary, like Derek said, proficient, technical, but that 1-2 is smooth out of the Torres camp.
I'm telling you though, man, those hooks, the way that he lands it at such an effective clip, it's kind of surreal because he slips it right past the guard. right? So your hand is up blocking your face and he slips it right in, like right there onto the chin. Whew, getting cracked. Oh, I thought I had my hands up. I guess not. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, listen, one thing about, look at the pictures, folks, on the screen. Motta got a big head, and that's to take those big shots, bro. This is not, you're not going to go down without a fight. All right, man, let's give our picks. I mean, is it obvious? Manuel Torres, TKO? Like, is it, maybe it's too obvious. What do you think?
Yeah, it might be too obvious, Derek, and that's why I'm going with it as well. Give me Manuel Torres, TKO. Woo, and you know what, dog? I'm going early, round 1.
I mean, if this is the war that we expect it to be, if they don't come out and show each other any respect, yeah, it has to. It has to. All right, folks, there you had it. You heard it here first. However, do not take our analysis with the interpretation of any disrespect towards Nikolas Motta, because if there's anything that you need to respect, it's the power, the chin, the dog in Nikolas Motta. It's a bad man right there.